What's good, YouTube? It's Butter and his Joe, man. Today I'm back with another reaction, man. Today we just got the story about how T Grizzly backdoor his aunt, man. Allegedly, we don't know if it's true or not. I've been seeing clips all on the internet. This Joe been trending, so had to come do a reaction to it. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We just hit 2K subs, man. We here, bro. But what else was I gonna say? I already said the likes, John. Man, let's just get into this video, man. Let's get this video like 30 likes.
Phone.
Hold up, what they talking about?
Oh my God. I've been on the phone all day investigating the death of T Grizzly's auntie, Jobina Brown. I've been diving deep into the conspiracy, trying to figure out what's true. What's true about this conspiracy? And the conspiracy that I'm referring to is the conspiracy that T Grizzly enlisted the help of Chicago dudes that he knew to murder his aunt Jobina Brown, who he impregnated to make that scandal go away and to retain back his masters from her.
See, I'm thinking when I seen 600, I ain't think of Chicago and them. I'm thinking it's a Detroit Joan or something. He talk about. See, now we gotta go react to the song too. After this part, we gonna react to the song.
I've been trying to uncover what's true about this and what's not true about this. There's a lot of inconsistency in this story, but the one thing that's consistent, after speaking to a lot of people, receiving information from Jobina Brown's camp, from people within T Grizzly's camp, after having information from them transfer over to me, the one thing that is consistent, it's not looking good for T Grizzly. That's the only thing that's consistent so far.
Brown, the manager and aunt of T Grizzly, was shot and killed in Detroit on Tuesday night.
And he said he was going to be trying to reclaim his masters. What do you mean reclaim his masters?
August 20th. Comments about her death began surfacing Wednesday, August 21st on social media before her passing was confirmed by TMZ. According to law enforcement sources, a shooter opened fire on Grizzly's Cadillac Escalade while the vehicle was traveling around Detroit. The gunman allegedly approached on foot and shot Brown, who was sitting in the back seat in her left side. Grizzly was reportedly riding.
See, another thing, bro, the way that I processed it, I'm thinking they was driving on a highway or something, and somebody came on the side. He talked about they was in a parked V and the shooter walked up.
Who was sitting in the back seat in her left side. Grizzly was reportedly riding in the passenger seat and got out of the vehicle as the shooter approached. The driver said the attacker fired 3 or 4 shots and noted that Brown screamed before the gunfire began. Brown was rushed to a local hospital but died from her wounds. She was 41 years old. Police don't know if Grizzly was the intended target of the attack. He and the driver were unharmed.
From my perspective, this entire story begins when the first and only suspect who has been arrested so far was arrested 2 months after the incident. When Wu Thing, aka Wu 600 from Chicago, was initially arrested for the murder of T Grizzly's auntie Jobina Brown, the streets of Detroit was talking almost immediately. People was calling.
Bro, I never heard of him. I done went deep into Chicago lore and I never heard of him.
This a backdoor from the very beginning.
JBT Grizzly manager auntie got killed by a 600 OTF Buka, that back door. What? Oh, he paused it for me.
Everybody on the east side know that, nigga. Them been facts. What you talking about?
Dang, the streets was talking.
You don't know. What you mean? You know that everybody who killed everybody and popped everybody, but you don't know how 600 got down on auntie though. Bro, what you think? What kind of crime reporter is you? What you mean?
People initially thought when people in Detroit was calling it a backdoor, they were referring to OTF or 600 backdooring T Grizzly. Because at the time, T Grizzly was really close with OTF and 600.
Yeah, he was locked in with dirt.
So when a 600 member murdered his auntie, people thought, man, did OTF or 600 like backdoor T Grizzly? It wasn't until time went by and people began to put the pieces together. Like, hold on. OTF or 600 couldn't have backdoored T Grizzly because the killer of T Grizzly, Wu Thing, was arrested in 2019. In 2022 or 2023, T Grizzly did a joint album with Lil Durk. In 2024, T Grizzly made Buka 600 right-hand mans with the killer Wu Thing his groomsmen for his wedding.
Oh. Hold up.
So T Grizzly was becoming closer, like probably closer than ever, with the alleged parties that murdered his auntie. So it couldn't have been a backdoor, because if it was a backdoor, if he felt like his life was in danger, because T Grizzly did multiple interviews saying that they were coming after him, that the shooters opened up the car door looking for him.
So why would his man just spark his aunt? Oh my god.
So if the parties who murdered your auntie was actually looking for you, then you wouldn't be like friendlier with them. You wouldn't be closer with them. You wouldn't make Buka 600 your groomsman. You wouldn't, right? Like do a song with Lil Durk.
Wait, hold on. That hanging with the bro. All right, you can hold one person accountable, but you don't gotta hold everybody accountable. Yeah, that's his mans and stuff, but everybody got their own relationship, bro. So I ain't gonna lie, you can't say that.
Or a joint album with Lil Durk, and the only Lil Durk ties here is Buka 600 is signed to OTF, but Lil Durk has nothing to do with this whatsoever. So that's when the theories of, okay, maybe T Grizzly backdoored his auntie. Maybe T Grizzly set his auntie up to be killed. Now, I have the full indictment of Wu-Thing, and the full indictment, I believe, tells a story that leans more towards somebody backdoored that auntie. I don't know if it's T Grizzly, but the indictment and the story told in the indictment lends me to believe that somebody backdoored that auntie. Let's get into the full indictment and what evidence they got on Wu-Thing that led to his arrest. The police was able to trace the getaway vehicle, which was a blue Nissan with the license plates HRK 4937. They traveled to Michigan the day before, and then 2 hours after the homicide, they traveled to Chicago.
Oh my gosh, that was definitely a play. I already know it's over with. It's over with. Oh my gosh, it's too much evidence.
They traveled to Chicago. The vehicle was a rental car, so when they didn't return the vehicle after the homicide, Hertz Rental reported the vehicle stolen. Even though the vehicle was reported stolen, even though the vehicle was involved in a homicide 2 months prior, Wu-Thing was still driving around Chicago in that vehicle, knowing how hot it was. Well, he was parked in the alleyway one night, October 19th, 2019. He was parked in the alleyway. The police pulled up because they ran the tags and they seen the vehicle was reported stolen. They attempted to initiate a stop. He ran away. He was eventually caught. He was ultimately arrested and charged for being in possession of a stolen vehicle. But get this, and this is where you really start to look at these dudes like,
bro, like, they too grown, bro. You just run around in a stolen whip just to do it? Too grown.
Really start to look at these dudes like, yeah, y'all are just professional doofuses. So on top of being caught in a stolen vehicle that was used in a homicide 2 months prior, he was also caught with a firearm. And after ballistics was done on the firearm that he was arrested with, ballistics shows that not only was the vehicle connected to the homicide, not only was the vehicle identified as being the getaway vehicle of the homicide of Jobina Brown, but he was also found in possession of the firearm that was also used in—
He's a noodle, bro. Oh yeah, it's over with. T Grizzly sent that hit, bro. He's not just going to Detroit just to kill somebody. Like, that's so random. He either sacrificed his aunt or wanted her out of here.
Possession of the firearm that was also used in the murder of Jobina Brown. Ballistics shows that this was the firearm that killed Jobina Brown. This is where we introduce new information that I didn't include in my last video. And this is the part of the video where we start looking at T Grizzly a little crazy. We start looking at T Grizzly with a side eye.
It's a wrap.
You see, T Grizzly told the story of what happened the night of the murder. T Grizzly stated that he was with his auntie / manager, Jobina Brown. They made a last-minute stop at one of his other auntie's crib for him to check on some business. Jobina Brown decided to stay in the car and wait outside because she didn't like germs. He was only gonna go inside and come back out right away. It was a last-minute pit stop, right? Let's hear T Grizzly tell the story.
Yeah, bro. Let's watch his body language.
We're about to find out why there's new information that we—
Bro, body language will tell you a lot, bro. I need to see a recent video of him.
Received. Kind of blow up that version of the story. It kind of, not only would I say debunks it, but kind of makes us start thinking that maybe T Grizzly is telling some fibs here.
So the night.
Wait, give me a
happened,
second.
man. Can you kind of go over that night with us? I know y'all was at the studio.
He don't even want to make eye contact right now.
Yeah, so we was at the studio with Guapo and Jay Swan or whatever. And
nervous.
I'm going over my cousin's house, my older cousin.
Mm-hmm.
He was real close with my pops. This is like my pops' brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I always try to, you know what I'm saying, show him some love because that's another wound we really ain't healed from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went over there. And I was telling her, like, come in the house. And she like, no, I don't want to go in. I'm begging her to come in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, certain areas, you just can't, you just got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about where you at. I could go anywhere I want to.
Right.
But I got to move right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm moving right, can't nothing happen to me. So I'm telling her to come in the house. She like, no. Because JB was kind of like funny acting about dirty houses.
Okay.
And stuff like
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'm only laughing at this comment, bro. Comments be crazy. He say T Grizzly be scamming little kids on GTA 5. He did that shit.
that. The house wasn't even dirty,
Hold
but
on, bro.
because JB was kind of like funny acting about dirty houses.
Okay.
And stuff like that. The house wasn't even dirty, but to her, she just a clean, real clean person.
Okay.
It's like, no, I don't want to go in them people's house. I don't want to sit on their furniture and all that stuff. I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I'm knocking on the door. My people's taking so long to come to the door. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they finally come to the door. As soon as I see her, as soon as I see my auntie,
Mm-hmm.
she about to open the door. I just hear a whole bunch of shots going off. You know what I'm saying?
Behind you.
I hear a whole bunch of shots going off. So I get down because I'm thinking they about to come to the side and start, you know what I'm saying, shooting at me, and I ain't got nothing on me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin ran out with a gun.
He was lacking. I'm like, why he ain't blow back at them then? But he was like, oh.
Like, perfect. So we ran out on the street. When we ran out, my driver was gone with no cars out there. I'm like,
She was in the. So what was the vehicle? She was in the car. Like
yeah,
she was driving on the street.
She was in the car.
Okay.
She was in the car on the street. So my cousin ran out with the gun or whatever, and we ran out in the front to see what's going on and to, if somebody up on us, we gonna get them off us. Basically what happened, they walked up to my door and opened my door. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas opened my door trying to get at me. Ended up hitting her up.
Where'd they hit her on the body?
They hit her on her side and in her arm.
How they know? But he wasn't even in the car. I don't know, bro. This is just all fishy.
She didn't get hit her face and then just all on her side.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
How many
On the
times?
side where her heart at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on the side like where her heart at too. So that's
T Grizzly said the killers were looking for him because he exited out of the vehicle from a specific side of the car. When he exited,
Did they pull up after he got out, or was they sitting on the drop? If they were sitting on the drop, bro, he definitely did it.
out of the vehicle, he went to the side porch to get let in. The killers couldn't see he was at the side porch, but they knew what side of the vehicle he was in.
That's what I was just about to ask.
So when the killers seen the vehicle was parked, they went to the vehicle and opened up the side of the vehicle that T Grizzly was sitting.
No, he went in
before
there.
he exited out. They opened it up and began to shoot at the auntie because they thought the auntie was him because they thought he was sitting there. Again, if the killers couldn't see T Grizzly because he was at the side porch, that would mean they didn't see T Grizzly get out the vehicle because they would have just followed him. Then that would mean the only reason why they would know that T Grizzly was sitting on that specific side was because they seen T Grizzly get in the vehicle on that particular side and they followed him to the location.
That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. It's over.
Here's why that don't make sense, and here's why the facts of the case actually debunks everything T Grizzly just said and sort of opens this case up where anybody can be a suspect, and dare I say T Grizzly could be a suspect. Wu Thing kept his phone on the entire time he committed this homicide. I don't know.
Oh my God, bro, yeah. I don't know what's up with them, bro. They is crazy.
What I would expect from someone who was still in possession of the getaway vehicle
for
and
real.
the murder weapon.
I can't even be
kept
surprised.
his phone on the entire time, and they were able to trace him coming into Michigan and leaving Michigan after the homicide. But they were also able to pin him at the crime scene. And this is why T Grizzly's story don't make sense at all. The cell phone towers pinged Wu Thing's cell phone at the murder scene for more than an hour and 56 minutes.
He is guilty. Case closed, bro. I told y'all, if they sitting on that drop, bro, they seen it, bro. It's over with.
So it started pinging around 7 p.m. and continued pinging until 8:56 p.m.
And it was still light
before
outside.
the shooting occurred. That means that Wu-Thing was at the murder scene for an hour and 56 minutes. He was at the murder scene for an hour and 50 minutes before T Grizzly and them got there. So he was hiding out. He was waiting. He was expecting them to come to that location. How did the shooter know that T Grizzly and his aunt was gonna be at the location if the location was an impromptu stop? If the location was hey yo, let's stop right here real quick. How did they know to wait out at that address for an hour and 56 minutes waiting for them to show up? It doesn't make sense whatsoever. And also, if they was at the location for an hour and 56 minutes, then they seen T Grizzly get out the vehicle, which will make sense. They didn't see him get in the vehicle because they wasn't at the location when he got in the vehicle.
And bro, they see an Escalade pull up next to them. They sit on drop, they see an Escalade, bro. They own that, bro. They from Chicago. They was paying attention, bro. So they seen him get out the car. I know they did.
But they seen him get out the vehicle. They seen him walk to the side porch, which is why they came over, opened up that car vehicle knowing he wasn't gonna be there, and began shooting. This is just my theory, people.
He lined his arm.
Shooting. This is the only story that makes sense, people. The only story. I'm not saying T Grizzly is responsible for backdooring.
I am. He's slung.
I don't know. I'm saying T Grizzly's story got to start adding up, people. It got to start adding up. How did the killer know to wait out at that location for an hour and 56 minutes if the location was an impromptu stop? The killers was at the location. You got out. They could have easily haunted you down.
And then, bro, he had his phone. You should have had if you had a phone to know when to do whatever he was doing, you should have had a burner at least. He using his main phone.
Went and got you from the side porch. They watched you exit out the vehicle. They was at the location. And they let you go away, and they came and killed your auntie. What beef would they have with your auntie? It doesn't make sense, people.
He got at man.
all. T Grizzly offered up a response, and this is his response to everything you just heard. Okay.
I just think the niggas about to go around trying to clear no shit up because it is what it is. As far as like,
he did it.
You know, I ain't about to be. Certain shit you can't entertain, bro. Especially when it's absolutely nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see his legs too. No Diddy, bro. He probably over there, his leg bouncing or something, bro. I'm telling you, that body language gonna tell.
You got a lot of motherfuckers that go to the internet and think that everything they see on that bitch is facts. It's not a place for facts. You can see some shit dead in your base, chat.
He not looking at no notification probably, bro. I'm telling y'all. He did.
That's not true. So you think he can't be fooled by the fucking internet, bro?
Oh, he's shaking?
So what will the motive be for T Grizzly to do this to his auntie, the backdoor his auntie / manager? And they're not blood auntie. Now, I talked to someone who was literally at the funeral of Jobina Brown. They were at the funeral, bruh. Yo, I was told even at the funeral, people were suspecting T Grizzly because he did like interviews where like people close to the situation were kind of concerned about the stories kind of not really matching up in certain, in some interviews. In one interview, like T Grizzly said, yo, it was like a drive-by. They came and shot it up.
That's
in the next interview, they said, they came and opened up the door to look for him and then shot the auntie. So, again, those are not really a big deal, but it don't really line up perfectly. I was told from someone particular that even when Jobina Brown and this person would be talking or getting close, T Grizzly would get jealous. That at times, like T Grizzly would kind of get jealous, and Jobina Brown would tell this person, yo, T Grizzly keep asking me about you, keep asking me why we talking, blah, blah, blah. And Jobrina Brown will confide in this person that she actually had an intimate relationship with T Grizzley. But the thing with this is, Jobrina Brown is T Grizzley's uncle's wife who's in prison, I think. Again, don't quote me on this, but I think the uncle is in prison. I think
what in the Medea is going on?
Jobrina Brown is the uncle's wife. She's not blood related, but she's related through marriage, I believe. So, smashing the uncle's wife, allegedly got her pregnant.
No, he didn't.
According to courtroom reporters, that that was allegedly brought up the first day of trial. That Jobrina Brown could be pregnant for T Grizzley's baby.
Oh.
So that's a moment. The uncle is in prison. You got her pregnant. She not trying to abort it. Man, we got her. That could be one thing. Jobrina Brown invested in T Grizzley really early on when nobody else would. Right? It is reported that she apparently owns a portion of T Grizzley's masters. He wanted it back. He signed a deal with her like fresh out of prison as like a management deal. He wanted it back. She wouldn't give it up. That could be motivation. I don't know. And I'm not saying T Grizzley is involved. What I'm telling you is the facts of this case doesn't really align with T Grizzley's story 100% or perfectly. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? We're going to continue looking into this, man. Trial is on Monday. We're going to be watching that trial, best believe. Let me know in the comment section.
No, it's Wednesday right now, so trial done begun. But yeah, though, y'all, this was... Oh, no, I got to go react to the song. I'm about to go do that joint right now, but if you made it this far in the video, man, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. But, man, if y'all made it to this part of the video, bro, make sure y'all get active in them comments, bro. No cap. Y'all think T Grizzley did it, bro? Because I ain't gonna lie, he's guilty in my eyes. If y'all enjoyed this, don't make sure y'all comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. We going crazy. But I'm gonna catch y'all next time out this shit.
Chains in these watches, boy, we real iron hands out the window, bam, 10 and a pair of Nikes. Bustin' balls, I'm in Cali every week with it. Brody, what I told you about.